series energized by Monster Java. But I'm feeling pretty good and ready, and I got Buddy Grant by my side yet again. Got a treat.
What is it? Am I? Hello? Yo, what up? I'm muted. I was actually hella hyped. What is it? What's the surprise?
Oh, it's Cloud9. We get a Cloud9 game.
Good.
Cloud9 always brings some of the most entertaining Dota you could ask for.
10 seconds remaining.
Whether it be for the better or not their better. Always
5
just
seconds remaining.
craft. I'm just
Radiant team ban.
yeah. So to be honest with you, I'm not sure what to expect of this because obviously part of Cloud9's it had been Struggleville. Did not score during Summit. Fell short at the Play event. Starting off at the Pros, continued to drop game, but suddenly it all works out. Now I feel like a part of that being shifted their role.
5 seconds remaining.
Misery went from
Radiant
position now. King stepped down from the 4th position. Suddenly it's all working.
Yeah, it seems to be doing a little bit better. I'm still worried. I think Crazy only lost Quincy Crew so far, and they lost 2-1. So they actually took a game off of them. Most people haven't. Meanwhile, Cloud9, as you said, they got some ideas. I think the biggest thing is you have Misery, Snake, and E, three pretty loud people. So I'm assuming they just have a bunch of people talking about the draft, and I'm curious makes the final call if it's Envy or if they're like, hey, you draft this week, I'll draft next week, we'll see what happens. I don't know. It's interesting to me when you have a team with three very loud people, and I mean, even Pilot, I was a captain for a bit.
That's always a question of Cloud9 and all these players. Quite the opposite of like the American Dota problem. Like we players to have captains, and then suddenly in one team altogether, all of these
10 seconds
all these
remaining.
chefs in the kitchen is gonna have the final say. Who's calling shots in the game? Based on what we've heard from other teams out there,
Dire team pick.
during this time, they're just gladly swapping off different shot callers just to try it out. Why not now?
Radiant
Pro Series, non-DP,
Jen.
kind of the next level above what. Now there's at least a little bit at stake. There's some money. People are watching, fans, sponsors. So you got to bring a little bit of that extra try-hard sweatiness to the off screen.
Yeah, well, you got it right there. The
Grant, hold on a second. Your mic super poopy. So do you want to try to double check a Discord setting or reconnect?
5 seconds.
Definitely sounded better before, and I know you started your machine.
Radiant team pick. Dire team near.
Grant restarted his PC. He's got a brand new computer, and he's probably still all figuring it out.
What about now?
Oh, now it sounds.
Okay, I'm not calling anyone out Discord, but I tried turning on the new suppression beta thing, and that must have been what happened.
Fuck that. That ruined it.
It actually, alright, I've learned a lesson today.
I'll take you now as it is. I know that's on me. I told you I heard.
5
probably did a couple.
seconds remaining.
We'll keep it at. Okay, I'm just going to get into the draft now. We talked a lot about Cloud9, not a lot about Crazy. Crazy, another roster of fantastic veterans, whether it be from the old Honda, Dota, TI, former. Got it all. About figuring out what the chemistry is within your team, what they're able to. Crazy are trying to figure out new ideas. I would wager coming into this light favorites a bit.
I would say probably 70 to 80% favorites. I think they're very, like I said, they went 7-1 in the group stages, 2-0 in EG. They only lost, their one loss was a 2-1 to Quincy Crew, which they could have won 2-0 if they didn't make like 2 mistakes. I think they're really, really good, and I think Skeeter's like the most underrated carry. I know he's European, obviously, in the NA region. We're already claiming him though. And I think Skeeter, you gotta watch out. He is one of those guys, if he gets a free farm lane, he will carry a game. There's no doubts. And Kezu's playing well. That's the thing. People meme, but Kezu, he looked weak for like a year or two, and he's looked a lot better on this team.
Kezu's looking great. He's been out and has great repertoire of off lane. His profit is all something they can. Got to deal with all this stuff sometimes.
Oh, you're talking about the guy who despises overlays and stuff. Those things, they scare me, man. They're like a mortal enemy of mine.
Which is it's a good time to say that starting tomorrow, Grant will be taking over the show. He'll own the helm and make it his own. You know, might not be the whole flashy kid, but
Dire team pick.
Broadcast where you'll make it a lot of fun. The Dota is what matters.
Yeah.
Hype. All right. So, Brana, the response pick to the Chen. The first pick, Chen, comes out from Cloud9. I know there had been a lot of scrutiny. Chen's place is going now because there was the nerf on him, because there's also the nerf to healing, the Spirit Vessels, the Scotties and such. You know, where is he going to
10 seconds.
He's still seeing a lot of strong play and making his mark in the fights. Crazy respect.
5
They get the
seconds
Mirana
remaining.
or a Tusk, a phenomenal 4 position. Some Roche capable Mirana and Tusk. Roche problem at all. And someone to move around and be a playmaker. Last series, playmaking pretty.
Yeah, you have to have it. We already have one Quap for Cloud9 and DK, and I mean, pretty much all three heroes of Crazy want to, like, Tusk Mirana want to play make from the beginning. After lane, DK, he wants to get like a blink. He wants to play make. It is definitely completely different from last series, and I don't know. I'm good. Eternal Envy got us Quap.
Yeah, okay. Is that what this is? Because, you know, here's a little bit of the fun Cloud9 thing.
Yeah,
they'll pull out some flex picks, but flex pick like Queen, interesting in its own. You know, Queen sure has dabbled a bit in off lane, but you said, and what I'm seeing is that this is Envy's girl, right? Has he been playing a lot of Queen lately?
He's been playing a lot of pubs, yeah, because this hero, I mean, you can first phase it, right? That's the thing. We saw in the ESL and the European Pro League, the fact you can just, this hero doesn't really have losing lanes, right? Beats Razors, loses the Viper, but it beats like the other laners who are popular, and that's the thing. If your hero doesn't get beat by other heroes, it's pretty damn good, and I think it's just a hero you can first pick, and you're like, oh, whatever, he can just go middle or even off lane. I think we saw once. I wasn't a fan, but it's just it's a playmaker too, which we always see.
Team fight brings a lot. There's something she's not able to bring, maybe healing into the late game, but if she had done her job, scored big in that playmaker, then she should allow someone like Gyrocopter to be. Gyrocopter has, especially as the latter half of this, really surprised to find it suddenly make
remaining.
Cloud9 early, a third pick.
5 seconds remaining.
But you know what? Looking at Creative Draft, I don't know where this Mirana is going. Mirana mid. But they don't have a lot of the go availability. Gyrocopter. Think clock right away. Clock working.
Yeah, I'm not sure. You might just be getting a... Oh, that's a good question. I don't know if they played 5 or not, because usually Tusk and Mirana, right? That'd be the 3-4. But unless Owie... That's strange. If they pick like a Witch Doctor here, then it probably will be like a Tusk Mirana off lane support Witch Doctor, but I've seen him play the 5-position Mirana versus Chen might be what it is, so...
Yeah, because you know, I'm thinking about it. Moon has been a very playmaking, active, run around, go crazy. Remember the Void, he did her Spirit game, done a little bit of everything here. I'm feeling like it's Mirana, but yeah, that would make it more clear now. Okay, so Mirana is got to be the 4. Does that mean Howie's playing a 5 Tusk?
It's either, I mean, those are definitely a support, so it's either going to be a 5 Mirana or a 5 Tusk, which, depending on the lane, it's not terrible, because tag team, like you talked about, that ability is just crazy, no matter what lane you put it in. Maybe it is just going to be position 5 Mirana, though, who just follows Chen, like literally might just follow Chen and arrows, creeps, arrow, big creeps. You're getting as much experience as the Chen is, if not more, if you follow him around. It's a very strange hero.
Guess her early game Same, you get there, you try to knock down that range right away, but then it's like, what is she after that? You know, whoever she's babysitting in lane yet to be picked, they could be in trouble. She doesn't really bring anything else up, like a bunch of pressure coming the way. You know what? It's definitely some big brain stuff coming out.
And I think if you're C9, you might want to ban Morphling, because Morphling versus Quap, Morphling versus Gyro, it's pretty good core matchups. He turns into him. He lanes good versus Winter Wyvern and Chen. Winter Wyvern's a little more difficult, but it's the only hero that like stands out as a last pick carry / middle that CR4ZY could go for. I think it's really good versus Gyro and
10
Quap.
seconds remaining.
Wyvern Chen pairing feels pretty defensive. A lot of heal. It's not supports who are running around.
Dire
Not
team
see a lot of threat at all, especially sit in that mid. Is eventually trying to take down towers. They have a very durable line. Centaur and kill potential is going to be very difficult for.
And it's just the stuns in general, right? It's one of like the tale that's always been told, right? More stuns equal more wins, and every single person on CR4ZY has a stun like already, which is super nice. And Cloud9, they might just, you have your playmakers. They're not on Chen, Winter Wyvern always supports, but Quap, at least from the middle lane, can make plays. And the thing is, if this Gyro gets gone on, and say you get the Chen ulti off, the Winter Wyvern gets the save, you're gonna TP into tower. And the thing is, if Centaur doesn't have his ulti, they really don't have any disengage or anything like that. Like, I feel CR4ZY, they're gonna want to play it super quick. If Cloud9 can just quell the flood of kills, they might be okay, but it does mean they have to win their lanes. If you don't win their lanes with a Chen, Winter Wyvern, you have zero mid-game support. I don't know, it's gonna be rough. So laning phase gonna be heavily focused, I think, by Cloud9.
Like that they do pull cards, because they could have gone for like Mars, right? Off-lane pickup, but it clearly says they want to a lot of Gyro.
Yeah.
Underlord, final pickup after the Misery off-lane pick.
Yeah, because I was like, that's a super snake. Snaking loved playing that when he was on Forward Gaming in the off lane, so I'm curious to see if it is still Misery in the off lane or if it was a hero thing.
Now answer probably know better.
Okay.
Has Snake played a lot of before this?
He has like the last year or so. Like him and MSS, when they were on a team, they were trading off between like 3 and 4, seeing what they can. So he has experience. It's not a lot. It's not like MSS has more experience like switching than he does, but
I don't deny that Snaking has got the experience.
Yeah,
like all those roles, those types of heroes. It's just every time I see him on chat, it's like never seen Snaking play either of these. It's going to be potentially good, but I don't know what's in store. Up Skeeter, he's played it a lot this pro.
How do you feel it looking like in Europe? I don't think that hero's very strong. Has he made it look strong? Because they're winning a lot, so.
Yeah, he's made it look real strong, you know, and look at the lane he might have. You're going against an under. It's like a fat pig you'd love to scratch down. I wonder if Cloud9 are going to have flip the table. He is playing it, so I imagine middle the 3 position. Highlight Eye jumps onto those.
5 seconds remaining.
Winter Wyvern.
Wow.
Envy hits his might. No, Envy's always what you've what the hell's happening right now, or flashes of brilliance. Like, this guy's IQ 300 right now. And I gotta say, his most was on a queen. Bot beat.
That's hype, man. I'm looking at these drafts again. I actually kind of like Cloud9 because CR4ZY's draft, a lot of stuns and a lot of kill. But if you actually look at their team fight, they don't have really that much team fight. And you compare that to a Quap, Gyro, Wyvern, even an Underlord. Like, Cloud9 definitely has the team fights one. I think if their laning phase goes well, I might favor them coming out of the laning phase. It's an odd draft.
Built themselves into a good draft to all of what they early on.
Yeah.
Highlight Die will be there to defend his lane. Same goes for Wyvern. Envy, once he gets to level 6, once he has a lot of strong use of Sonic Wave, then we'll probably see some move from them. It's going to be on to try to mix things up on Cloud9. So Cloud9, they've got their game plan. They're going to go down that checklist. Got to be crazy who step in and rip.
Prepare for battle.
Yeah, I think so. And it is going to be, so it's Owie playing with the Centaur in the offlane. It is Moon Meander on Tusk, bottom.
But on the Centaur.
With
Sided there. Owie on Core. It's been a long.
Oh, yes.
I think Cloud9 should come out ahead in most of these lanes, because the Chen lane obviously is odd, but Gyro should do okay. He might just get run out, though. Even though Retaliate got nerfed a little bit, I have a feeling if you get one kill in the Centaur Mirana lane, the lane will just spiral out of control.
Anticipate on Cloud9 side that this was the lane.
Oh, boy.
It also will not have a joyous time.
30 seconds to battle.
And it's not just Ursa, it's Ursa with freaking one shard block, you're done. Better have his finger cold embrace ready, but that might not do a whole lot. It'll just hold him in that one spot. I'm a little fearful Cloud9's lane.
I think it should be pretty even. I think Radiant should win top. Middle lane, what is it? It's Queen of Pain versus a DK. Both of them should farm, but Queen of Pain can abuse runes, abuse the jungle more as snaking. Tries to run away from tag team, and he will. Did have to sell, yeah, he skilled his Earthshock.
Good on him to kind of pedal a bit. Owie did launch a down. Caught by that. Owie's hanging bottom.
Yeah,
They're going to keep it as a tri lane to start. They feel so comfortable leading Centaur, yeah, up there. 5 tangos.
This is not bad. Misery is going to get beat down. He is a tanky boy, though, but tag team, oh my goodness. He's just dead now. Tag team, I think.
Done.
That's you really shouldn't die in this lane, especially because the Ursa got Q, not even E, and now they're just going to teleport up top, and Snaky, he's in trouble, too. He has to actually skill Arctic Burn defensively, which you never want to do. You want to use it offensively. He's just going to get tag teamed on, but he'll be okay. That's a huge start for Crazy, and kind of a mistake for Misery. You shouldn't just die like that.
He's not even going any sort of like core position typical item. He went to the headdress. So he's like, I'm also here to heal up, to keep fighting, and help out Skeeter in the laning. Could have had an Oob and maybe fairly secured that first blood or chase down Snake in that instance, but they feel great with this. And look at this. Look at this. This can feel good.
Not for either. Misery especially. The level 1, barely any experience. They are losing mana. Moon Meander is almost out of mana, and even the Ursa's used some. Does have 3 enchanted mangoes, though, if they want to make a play. And a huge creep wave, so it's all about what can Misery last hit under this tower. Because Bryle's getting handled middle right now. 7-4 to 6-0. Eternal Envy doing a really good job.
Bryle is actually one.
Dire's courier has
But
been
they
killed.
still obviously fell a bit. Highlight that time though. But yeah, but that girl practiced on it, and we expect him to kind of come out on top. He's getting puts him at level.
Yeah, this high. I know Quap beat DK. I forget when DK turns this around. Maybe it's level 3 Dragon Blood, because he did skill level 2 of the Shadow String. The arrow hits. He's dead. Is he? They don't do that much damage. Fairy Fire. Now he's dead. No Blink Dagger. Why do you just go up and scream and not what? That's a huge arrow, though. Owie actually might have just won in this middle lane. That is gigantic. A raw arrow, no stun setup.
Raw arrow, I love that.
That is a raw arrow.
Just like comes out from the darkness. catches Envy first. And the mid laners, they have their own mini game. They're in that world. They are relying on. We don't know where he's at. Without vision there nearby, and was caught from behind.
An early lead. I think Cloud9, they need to do... They're doing okay in the lanes. They're not horribly losing them, but they need to do a little bit better, because I think once Centaur hits 6, once DK hits 6, they can just push your towers without really committing too much. It's more of a threat of commitment.
Backpedal. One gyro is... Centaur's
Really
down.
well. I think CR4ZY should be doing a tad better, sorry. It's just, I guess they're pulling the creeps, so you see Ace doing, so he always has the creeps by him, and CR4ZY's forced to pick between harassing and farming. Smart by Ace.
Check out how bottom lane's going now. Levels are coming together. Feeling a bit more confident. He's got the wind lane spectrum, move speed, ring of protection, a bit of regen. Levels to work. But here we go, jumping. That charge block, the tag team. Snaking has
Peter's taking a lot of damage.
But yeah, they eat so much damage. Misery double downs. He now has the hero damage bonus, but not going to be enough to score the kill on both of them. But obviously, kill before he.
Yeah, that was, I think Skeeter overestimated, because the thing is, you talked about how it's a tag team plus Ursa. He doesn't even have a point in his W yet, so he's not really abusing that. And they just took a fight inside of Firestorm. Man, that did a lot of damage. They just ate every single Firestorm. Be a little more careful if you're Skeeter, for sure.
5-minute bounties, all the way down at the bottom to
The prize is mine.
side. Howie was grab the top, but what is that?
Denied.
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
Howie grabs the other. Look.
All right, 2 for 2. The bottles mess it up. You always read it, it's like, oh, Envy got 6 bounty runes. He's pretty good. Damn, this guy is good.
That's confusing, and then when the couriers die, I have to double check as...
Nah, you're good. It was... Ooh, now middle lane, it's a siege unit. Whoa, and Envy screams then, or blinks then screams, but this middle tower should take some damage. Corrosive as well as the siege creep. I think you tank for it, honestly. Yeah, he will.
I'll only check top lane because it looks like they got John DK the rocket barrage a bit. He'll get
Dire's middle tower.
sieging time here. DK first dragon form. But they're kind of helping defending to get the bottom. Yeah, they're making.
Dire's
Maybe he's not, dude. The boots? There it is. All right. I was like, is he actually going to survive? No.
Face. For misery.
Beast bomb.
But you're right, he is bad. Look at Misery. Misery is almost level, he's 5.5, while the Ursa is just about to hit level 5, so he definitely brought it back, and I think that's the thing, because of the Skeeter build, the level 1 in Q, he couldn't just bully him out of lane with Fury swipes early because he went for the kill. It's a lot like a Rubik getting telekinesis instead of a Fade Bolt. Like, you get that one kill, but then you're like, uh-oh, my lane is not as good anymore.
Too much move. Side of that move. Top is Envy with his first rotation. As I say that, moving in with that Sonic Wave, he's successful in getting Centaur. Cloud9 and showed up. Top lane now. Wise nuts.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, I love the rotation. It's not just the co-op going top, it's also snaking going middle, so they don't just have their tower getting taken and he gets some levels. So you get the kill and you get some support levels. It's a nice rotation for C9 as they take the gold lead barely. Dragon form is up now though for the DK. Hey, see if he gets middle tower.
Yeah, they got that done so fast that wasn't like opportune. Now he's able to get the way forward. He pops the dragon form, hits Envy with a dragon tail.
The dust is always ready for a fight.
It's gonna be deniable here.
So, I mean, 8-minute rune. They might try to jump Envy.
Tower is under attack.
Oh. And it was a regen. Alright, we take those, says DK.
guarding it for
Dire's
the...
middle tower has fallen.
It's full mana now.
It's a lot of resources and crazy to do all this in the middle.
Dire's
To
bottom
eventually
tower is under attack.
outpost contention here from Snake King again. This pesky Wyvern keeps pulling focus to the side, going for outposts, doing self-cold embraces, and leaving that little bit of space for Misery to do.
And middle lane was actually close. The DK got the stun off, but Envy blinked at the last second. He would have got 5-second arrowed for sure. I just realized how easy it is. With one setup stun, that arrow's always going to be there.
Ken, haven't gotten to talk too much about Pilot Ice 10.
We have not.
Kind of keep that level 6 so we can have God to work with.
And now you feel bad if you're Chen, because usually you want to, like, you don't mind sitting top with your carry, but Gyro's like, nah, I want solo. Middle lane pretty much unkillable because DK has, what is that, 20 armor, 18 armor in 9 minutes? Oh, Skeeter almost finds a kill.
Has that. The old, no W
He's got
yet.
treads, yeah. He's just got treads, and he's masking Earthshock. Man, I have not seen this since like TI3, TI4 era, when everyone just wanted the biggest nuke possible. But hey, I love it. It means you want to run at people, which I'm all about. Or he might get ran at himself and die here.
Lots of dire arrows on the mini-map coming to the southern bank right now. Teddy Bear
Radiant are scanning.
shows himself. I imagine Teddy also pushing in and showing themselves for that
Dire's top tower
straight
is under
piece.
attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
Throws down the combo. Strike. Cloud9 have to draw from this.
Yeah, I mean, do they? Ace is here. I have no clue what's gonna happen, man. They want to go. I think they want to take the
Tower is
tower.
taking longer than I thought, leaving Kezu there. But here we go.
Nice.
Nice shot of the Sonic Wave.
Wow.
Envy, unfortunately, going to lose that damage. They surround Ace between Bryle and Moonmaker on that one. Skeeter going to get the scratch takedown to Pilot Die. He's looking to go for Envy too. Has Blink. Master for Cloud9 in the huge win. Crazy defend.
Yeah.
Dire's bottom tower.
That
is
was
under
slay. I love it. Moonmander just casually walks up to his partner, says, yo, she's gonna ulti in the next second, pops him in a minute. I mean, really, just that one snowball just got him a 3 for 0. They would have, I believe, both been dead if he doesn't snowball, and that was a huge play by Moonmander.
Oh, they used the dragon form. Clap at that one. Probably just 11 minutes. Boards down. Owie gets farm gets to 6. I was curious. Kill this. I mean, Piranhas go all over which play. So some have been obviously maxing out the Starstorm. Others are now favoring Sacred Arrow because of its new damage boost. How we doing? Let's put everything here.
Yeah, I'm curious. I think he's gonna max out. I'm curious. Level 7 will give it away, but I think it's gonna be a Starstorm. Well, we'll see. I'm actually curious now too, as he shares his experience with Bryle. He's like,
The arrow thing seems just so swag to get. It's hard to deny Starstorm. Well, and great AoE.
I think that's the thing. Like, you want the maximum amount of stun. Maybe if your DK does. Wait, does he have a blink? He has something, right? Oh, he's going Shadow Blade. All right. I'm curious because maybe with the Shadow Blade or the blink from DK, you do max arrow because you're guaranteed that stun. I don't think he's wrong at this point. So, always curious to see what a master like Owie does.
I heard that he doesn't play just pubs. He only plays like with his friends.
Party queues, yeah, he's a lot like the Ana. Just, hey, you're still playing Dota, right? Maybe you're not. That's the thing. Hero spamming in pubs, you might learn a little bit, but just playing Dota, it doesn't matter. Pro Dota, pub Dota, you gotta play Dota to keep up. Do you know how many patches we have to Dakota? I still don't know if Chen has critical strike or not. I don't even know where we're at. Oh, they want to fight though. He's some.
Up, down, snout. They're feeling pretty strong. They got everything they could ask for. They got God.
It's
Fire Assault.
Kezu's head, maybe.
Kezu's.
Oh, but he's in Viz now.
Oh, 2 sentries to make first to the setup.
Jesus. They really.
Envy. Looking to finish him fast. Can they burst him down? Oh, the hand of God. Snowball though, the chase continues. And Moon sends him to the moon.
God, that did 628 damage with only tag team as a buff/debuff. And he has Brown Boots Bracer. That is a lot of damage from Tusk. Holy
Brit with something else.
And this is big, because look at the DK. DK was, as we saw, losing from level 1 to 4. Now almost level 11. Has a Shadow Blade and about 400 gold, top farmed. And this is tough, because you're 3k down, and you're the team who maybe should have came out of the laning phase okay on Dire, and now you have to kind of fall back onto this Gyro, who's going Helm of the Dominator.
Really now. Okay. Helm of the Dominator. Something else you don't see every day.
Let me think. Let me think about why. I mean, Helm of the Dominator is like good. You just normally see it obviously on offlaners, right? So Helm of the Dominator. I actually don't know why. I really do not.
Extra creep in that army. Arrow for Howie to shoot on a creep. Gold to feed.
I get it. That's so weird, especially against the Mirana, because it's just free gold for the Mirana, honestly.
Well, they got the convenient room. Here the Roach Pit looks like. They move in with tag. No, crazy, meet their quota. You have an Ursa. You want Roche at some point and that hold.
Still a visual bug, apparently, because Gyro has the Helm, but it doesn't show. If you scroll over, it only says +7 attributes. It doesn't give the damage, but he actually does have it because there's a broadsword included.
Yeah, it looks like the worst item ever.
Yeah, he does have. He has it because I saw his plus green damage was still the same. They just don't have it written down, you know. I was just like, yeah, that looks really bad. 7 attributes. Like, oh, okay, that's it. You can have a creep too, I guess.
Yes. Scuffed Helm of the Dominator.
Yeah. Oh my! I was like, I really hope it's a visual bug, but it is. He gets the damage. Which makes a little more sense. I still don't know why you get it on a Gyro, but at least you do have that decent amount of damage.
Shadow Blade complete. Bryle. They're scouting out Envy. And it's Moon again, his big friend. Down. Kezu there to even start an owie. Tips Bryle. You guys are doing some good mannered tips. No BM tips.
Dakota, are you a tipper, or do you get tipped in games, or you just you
I don't have the tip.
Would you though? If someone gifted you Dota Plus.
I would tip teammate for sure. I would tip somebody who talks shit all game and then.
Oh, bottom. Kezu. He's the only one getting picked. Oh, almost survived. They had a sentry at the last second as well. Ooh, the scan, it won't matter.
Oh, arrow on Misery on the top on the back end of the Dragon Tail. You're going to start offlaner, we'll take yours.
That's just, it's so much easier too for Crazy. Like that took him so much on Cloud9. Meanwhile, it's just a blink or a Shadow Blade stun. Did he get him?
No, it's just hard. He uppercut Snake life bar.
God, dude, this hero, man. I can't believe Tusk has made it through the ESL Pro League and the American.
Not touched in the recent patch, right? He was a Prophet. I'm like, it's not get touched at all. But here we are in Tusk land, rolling in, looking to go for 8. The Rocket Barrage though. A lot of Rocket Barrage though. That's how we curse him. Hand of God's gonna come out and move me into that 4x kill streak. Kezu, they get hit with the Sonic Wave. Misery shows up from the Nether Realm. Well, they're walk away with just the follow-up here. Response could be coming in though from Crazy. Bryle's here.
That's a lot of creeps.
Shows up.
Pilot eye creeps are actually scary. The double centaur, he was super scared of going into it.
Gyro's creeping. Gyro have.
I have no clue. He has the move speed one. All right, yeah, he's zooming around. The foreman being told what to do doesn't seem very foreman-esque.
He's got the whip.
That was a pretty good fight from Cloud9 because they were on the run, and that's what we talked about. If you can get one of your saves off and the rest of your team gets there, it's a pretty easy fight because the Winter Wyvern, that's the problem with Crazy. They all want to be in there together. DK, Centaur, Tusk, Ursa, they want to be clumped up killing you. What's better than a Winter Wyvern to just curse and get a free kill?
But they don't have those big ultis now. Simply go to strike. Bryle almost has the Dragon Form. Looks like he may not need to use it, but Snaky steps in with that cold embrace. Mighty call down, mighty setup for Misery from the grave, and they're going to be able to blast down Moon and take that Aegis. All of that burst of damage.
Yeah.
There's some BKBs hype, some way to mitigate a lot of that damage at the bottom.
No, you're right. That was weird because it looked like they were just killing the Underlord. He was going down super quick, and then Gyro, just the AoE Firestorm plus Call Down, did all of that damage. I think. Pilot and Ryle saying what up. Ryle's in trouble. He doesn't have the most armor and magic reduction.
Oh,
yeah, he'll need that. Damn, they love Bryle. They're like, whoa, you're the top net worth. We need to help you. And all of a sudden, I feel like Cloud9, they're not ahead, but the Gyro is now ahead. That's the thing we talked about in the first series. You always had a hero on Thunder Predator who could farm up. On this game, Ursa can't do that. DK can't do this, but Gyro can. So if it comes down to it in like 10, 15 minutes, Gyro should just be way ahead.
Yep, yeah. Gyro is the one succeed at Act 3 of the show, if you will, late game. Cloud9 are permitted the time to nourish this gyrocopter into that mighty beat. Definitely take this game. Some very Cloud9 back again. We'll see if Crazy can change the story here.
We'll say they have decent high ground defense. Just Underlord, Winter Wyvern, those two can push out a wave forever. Oh, they see Pilot Eye.
Yep. Trying to burn. Live on.
20 minutes. They want that 20-minute outpost. They want both. It looks like they'll get both. That's a lot of experience.
Running back. It's not 5 seconds. Get the outpost quick. Touch it, everybody. Touch it, touch it. Oh, no. I want to say they were 1 second too.
They were. Maybe even less. That hurts. I mean, that's a good chunk of experience for the enemy team, and you're denying it from them as well. Full BKB on Gyro now, by the way, though. I believe it's flying out. It is. I think C9, they have the team fights on lockdown for sure. Winter Wyvern, Queen of Pain, and Gyro. And you have nothing really to hurt this Gyro through BKB except for Tusk Punch. And I guess Ursa, if he gets a... We'll see what item he goes for next.
He needs to get that BKB. DK's going for his, but it's still like... Crazy's fight timing, I think, going to be put off for a bit. What's up?
Ace just... There was the Dragon Poison on the Kobold Foreman, and Ace tried to deny it, and instead he just gave 200 gold trials.
Oh, gets jumped, gets stomped, but a nice force does come out. It's Misery with the Force Staff.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Buddy Gyro from potential trouble. They think about chasing him. Hanging around it. They don't have Owie nearby, but does miss the Moonlight Shadow. Oh, nice curse onto the DK. Making a step out, but Ace goes down. Either able to chase him down and get the finish. Real nice grab, and now Ezra and Bryle surrounding Misery, finishing him off. Owie shows up just in time. That's going to be cleaned up, and Moon says, I got another. Get snaking.
He just ran up, did the normal tag team Walrus Punch, did 900 damage to him. I thought it was a good winner's curse, but it apparently wasn't because it absorbed all the Gyro's damage, which is the problem since they're only attacked from allied. And yeah, that was because the thing is, Owie doesn't even have to be in the fight. He just Moonlight Shadows and runs over, hits an arrow, and he's good. He's good. The mobility from Radiant is just playing him as Queen of Pain tries to push out bottom of Ryle. Found him. You not making it away. I hate to say, but that's almost a nail in the coffin. They don't even have a tier 2 middle or bottom, but you were only down by 5k, and then Envy, he tries to cut the creep wave and he just dies for nothing, really. I guess he pushed out bottom pretty far, but I don't know if that's good for him. He needs to be scaling, and he went with Orchid build, so no defense.
But we're going to see Crazy fire on all cylinders. Cloud9 are going to try to bail out, but they won't caught. Dragon Tail. I don't think the arrow caught. It was a nice body block with the creep there, but he's still in a lot of trouble.
There's a good curse.
That curse, though, is very nice. It does allow the finish of Kezu there. Arrow's still in a bit of trouble, and that cold embrace is not going to be enough to bail him out.
Bryle's
stunned up. 3 steps in to chippity chop him a bit. Arrow and Crazy draw. They got what they wanted. Gyrocopter's down. Let's go, boys. Accomplished. Oh, Oh, wait. There's witnesses.
They back.
They're going back in. Now we step forward with the Starfall. Envy also coming in from behind, gets hit right away.
Arrow.
Oh my god, he jumps in and gets tailed up. We're almost had two.
Jeez.
But that might be it. Crazy just slaughtered and ripped his game.
They did. That's this patch too. This is just 2 team fights in a row, and it's 5k extra gold. They're gonna get middle tower eventually. They have a creep wave coming. Maybe they won't get this tower. Honestly, they're fighting in good spots for Cloud9, where they're not allowing Radiant to like get tier 2 or even tier 3 towers off of it.
They'll settle for Road. It's another +1 objective.
And he has a missile on Ursa, by the way. He didn't go for the BKB. I'm a little surprised, but I guess if Gyro BKBs, you just abyssal him and kill him, right? Even BKB, he's just running at him. This Ursa, they can't leave Ace alone. That's the thing. Do not leave Ace alone in fights again.
With how successful go off in those fights, I don't... Missile. Yeah, exactly like you said. Like, if he comes BKB, I'll just jump him and finish him before.
So how does C9 bring it back? It's pretty much it. It's sad, but it's one of those little wombo combos, I think. I think Winter Wyvern needs to get ulti. Oop. They find.
High, trying to ward out. Jumping from Envy. Jumped into a shard block, though. High gets bailed out. Envy's left behind. He's the one that gets the bit.
Nice.
God. But again, Snake is a good snipe with the ulti, but not enough damage. Okay. Sonic Wave from the low ground. Misery. We're going back to the fountain, boys.
They're just buying time. He cleared out the creep wave with that the ultimate. They have another creep wave. They should get this tier 2 bottom. I'm surprised they're backing out. I guess they're all super low and scared. C9's doing the most with the least right now, honestly.
Yeah, that's what they have to do. You know, take maybe crappy fights, but pull focus elsewhere. Push those side lanes. Play. Hope to God you can get step and set up a perfect wombo combo, get some kickoffs, or no, Gyro can get to a point where he can get a rapier.
Middle. Envy. See it again. Oh, the Chen barely saves him. Holy smokes. Oh, he's not saying it. I lied. No, they ran it. Wow.
Now like a bat out of hell, he's just like, oh, you're not getting away from me. And he goed up.
Night Davey in the gym. I love it. He gets an amazing save, and then they just chase him. I feel that's where this patch is. Look where they're running. Already Skeeter, he was top. He's running bottom. He sees a hero, he runs at him, and it feels like this patch is really dictated by just running, controlling the map and running at people. No blink though. Oh, but Kazu, no clue where he even came from.
Help me, Frost Ogre. Give me your ice armor.
Oh, Bryle going around. They have a ward though. They have a ward. He's gone. Nice.
Could not.
This isn't that bad for Dire.
They're not taking towers. You know, they're taking lots of names. 23 to 8, 15.
15. I didn't realize. Okay, yeah, it's bad.
It is. I mean, certainly Cloud9 are going to need a lot of fights.
Dire's middle
time. No, as long as these towers still stand, there's time, and another quarter of the map open for them to find little bits of farm. Take to the north.
We'll have to, if somehow C9 wins, if we get a winners, I gotta ask about this Helm of the Dominator on Gyro. When you have a Chen on your team, I know the aura itself's good, but you're the carrier, right? You already get items less. Like, it feels like you get way less items in the new patch, and you're giving away a Helm of the Dominator. Sorry, it's Misery, he just dies bottom.
Yeah, I didn't know what was gonna happen there. He's trying to TP out, and then he got hit with the uppercut. So I'm like, he's gonna backflip and teleport out, but he's...
Dire's
That looks funny though. Uppercut Underlord.
Radiant's
fat unit
is under attack.
Hilarious. Not hilarious if you're a Cloud9 fan though. You're probably fucking very grim. The net.
Oh, pilot up. No blink. Oh, there's blink. No.
He comes in like, nah, you guys got this. I'll go somewhere. They have eyes on Envy, who's trying to split pressure. But it's Moon again. Oh my God. He kill him before he hits the ground again.
They really did. It was like 2 hits from the Ursa on the uppercut. Oh.
It was like a skeet shot where he threw the disc in the air and the other guy had the gun and just shot it out of air.
And you see Owie almost got a setup on the snaking as well with the arrow. They're just playing all 3 spots on the map so well. Radiant is suffocating them right now. And they can do this, right? Because who's the building hitter on a Radiant? It's Dragon Knight, but even if he gets caught in one Winter's Curse, he can go down. So it's really tough. That's one of the biggest problems with Ursa as a core is, what does he do besides kill heroes? Honestly, not much. He can't really hit towers, put himself out of position, so it's kind of an awkward spot to be in.
Gotta see Jim while you have the dragon form. Let the Ursa jump to the back, cause the chaos. Try to snipe out Thor core if possible. He's got essentially 2 lives. Owie is just full support mode on the Mirana. You know, the 5 position.
Oh, they're going in.
He's got Grease
Gyro.
Crazy farming. Yep, Gyro.
Yeah,
I come wide just to watch him get
middle as well, it's a kill. Bottom, it's going to be another kill. I mean, this game, they're just feeding kills, let's say it. They're trying to keep it, like, pushed out, but they just can't. Look at the levels. I think that, yeah, there's the GG call. Queen of Pain is level 14. The Skeeter on Ursa is 21. The lowest level on Radiant is 17. And they have a level 14 Quap and a level 14 Underlord. The game's just over. That was a beatdown again.